Hey everybody, this is Dethaddr at the Death Shop. And of course, you know, it's Saturday night, so I'm supposed to be doing Skyrim Cassandra. But I did want to take a little time to chat with you guys here. What you're seeing right here is actually my second episode of Cooked to Death. I'm doing crab legs and fried rice. I'm actually rendering the video right now, so that's going to be up here for you guys tonight because... yeah, I don't know what I did to myself, but I totally messed with this elbow. I got a bad case of tennis elbow on this one side, and it happens to be the side that I do all my clicking on. Which, every time that I go there and keep clicking a bunch of stuff, like I was clicking around, looking at a bunch of houses earlier today, and man, I tell you what. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that carpal tunnel thing maybe have caught up with me finally. I don't know. Either that or I just slept on it wrong. But when I sleep on it, it'll all turn out fine the next day. I want to tell you, though, I'm very sorry for everything being erratic, especially with Cassandra, because Cassandra is probably... I think I like her better than Maximus, truthfully. It's fun to play. It's a little bit tougher to play than normal, so that makes it even better. Especially now that she has a split with the kind of a alternate dimension path less traveled. It's kind of tough to get away from, and I really wanted to do that all day today, but I had some other things I absolutely 100% have to do. And of course, anybody who knows and has been keeping up knows that I've been doing a ton of landscaping lately on my houses because all of the houses in my area have sold recently. We've got Amazon on the way. And when they open, getting to and from work from where I am is just not going to be feasible. So I'm looking to hopefully offload my house and get the best I can for it, which means that I have to develop my whole entire backyard. And you're looking at the person right up there sometimes popping in the cooked area. Has to do it, so... Yep. It says right now that I got about an hour left before this is going to be rendered. As soon as I render it, I'm going to post. It shouldn't take too long to post because when the rendering that I do off of this is actually one for internet video for you. So in other words, it's basically for YouTube. So it'll make it real easy to upload. It'll be a lot faster than what it is to render. But yeah, this is what I do with a lot of my videos in my spare time, especially the ones that you see that are different or that are not streaming videos. The other thing too is that, of course, I've had to do a lot of noise cancellation lately because if anybody knows, you know, I kind of foofed my, on my last trip down south, I foofed my GoPro. And I think I should get back to trying to see if I can repair that or not because our old Fuji camera is starting to get really weird as far as the mic goes. Sometimes I'll get this weird squelchy feedback, which in order to go there and get that out, I actually have to take my video, convert it into an MP3 with my AVC, which I told you about in my How I Do the Death Shop video, and then have to put that into Audacity, find an area with just that squelch in it, take it, and do it as noise, and take it along the whole length of the video to cut it out. In fact, the other day when I did my video for how my garden update, I actually was going to do some thunderstorm videos that night. The one for the daytime didn't turn out so well. It had lots of great thunder in it. But as soon as I tried to, it had that squelch in it, and as soon as I tried to cancel that squelch, it didn't turn out too well because it took all the thunder out. So I decided not to post that. And then also the ones I tried to do during nighttime, strangely enough, I was getting lots of lightning out my music room window. And as soon as I set the camera up there to video record it, apparently it stopped for the whole entire 2 times that I tried to go over there and record. There was nothing happening, despite the fact that I could hear it and I could see it all around. Rain was going like crazy. I guess those are the breaks. Anyway, just want to let you know, yes, I am still streaming. Cassandra, I think for my sake, might end up getting moved to Sundays. So that way I'll be doing a Sunday, Monday thing. with the exception of when WWE has a pay-per-view, of course, because they always have them on Sundays, and I have been posting a lot of reaction videos. In fact, if you haven't seen yet, we've got both the women's and the men's Money in the Bank ladder match that we've done, so that's pretty cool. Actually, the reactions in those were rather awesome. The women's one really surprised me, truthfully, so that's something that you really ought to go and take a look. Still looking to sometime in the future get a webcam, so if you feel free to donate to me down below, I would greatly appreciate that, because I'm not going to get it on my own, especially now with things going the way that they are, and my whole entire future, besides what's going on online, up in the air, but my whole entire real life up in the air right now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to stick around, whether I'm going to move back down south. You know, it all depends on real estate and jobs, truthfully. You know, if I get what I want at my job, I stay here, but I'm probably still going to end up moving, because let's face it, you know, when you can make $100,000 or more by selling a house you've lived in for 6 years, you know, yeah. I mean, I may have done a lot to the backyard, but I can find another place for a garden, truthfully, you know. And the other thing, too, is that if they don't pony up the cash for me, then I've got no qualms with going back to the ocean, especially when I can put a nice down payment on a house down there and have a very low, comfortable monthly payment on my mortgage. So that's how come you keep good finances out there. That's always good advice. Keep your finances in check. Make yourself a budget. Anyway, Monday Night Maximus, or Monday Night Maximus, as we like to call it around here, is still going to be on Mondays if I at all possibly can help it. The only time it ever gets bumped is when we have some crazy stuff go on at work, and work actually has been crazy the past couple months, but I think everything's starting to get back to crushed down and fleshed out again now that we've got full shifts and everything covered. So hopefully they'll keep Maximus on Mondays. Cassandra, though, I might actually do Cassandra on Friday temporarily, because Doug, who, as everybody knows, is my friend who comes over on Friday nights, and we play his PS4 all night long, pretty much. Before work the next day, right? And then I do a stream of Cassandra on Saturday. That's the reason why I want to move Cassandra to Sunday, so I can get some rest, give you a better stream. Because, man, sometimes I feel like I'm punch drunk playing her, truthfully. But I might move Cassandra to Friday temporarily, while he's off not even dealing with. Yeah, he's got a little girl that isn't his, that he was with his girlfriend when she was his girl, or the girl who had him was his girlfriend when she had him. She's grown up knowing him as daddy. Well, not when he had him. Was she pregnant? I don't even remember. I don't remember the specifics. All I know is she's the only one who knows him as daddy. So she's the girl who calls him daddy, and that's what I always refer to her as, to keep things straight and honest. And she... well, he's picking her up right now, actually. We're supposed to, like, have a second day to do some crazy stuff together, play more PS4 games or whatever today. But unfortunately, yeah, this was the only day that she could go pick him up. And, of course, this also was the day that we were supposed to also do his computer, but, yeah, that happened last week, and I told you that story in the last episode of whatever that it was that I posted. I think it was Cassandra. It might have been Maximus. Who knows? Holy smoke, streaming's up in the air. All I know is Monday Night Maximus will continue. Or at least something on Monday night will continue. I can't say it's going to be Maximus, because I do like Cassandra better. Monday Night Maximus sounds better, but I have to say that since we do like Cassandra better, we might shorten things up and do one stream a week and do some other stuff too here, because I'm juggling right now landscaping, a garden, a full-time job, and of course video rendering and streaming. So yeah, and that doesn't even include the trips and stuff that I gotta take for one thing or another, which I usually take videos of. So really crazy stuff, guys. But yeah, one thing's for certain. I am sorry to all of my subs who, you know, are looking forward every Saturday to something, because Saturday, yeah, it actually is the worst day of the week for me to stream because of the Friday night situation. Because we usually stay up until at least midnight, sometimes a little bit later, playing video games, right? Then I have to wake up at 5 o'clock so I can get ready to go to work and work a 10-hour shift before I come back. And, sometimes I get a shower before I'm able to go over there and do a stream, and sometimes I don't. But I tell you what, I'm still pretty wasted by the time that I get to Cassandra. So if you've been wondering why it's been a little, for lack of a better term, catty, that's exactly the reason why. We're going to try and see if we can alleviate that by moving days. Can't really move it to Wednesday or Thursday, because, I mean, I know Heather's schedule's been in disarray lately, but it's not going to be permanent, so I don't want to make a permanent day change. The only one that seems obvious is going to be Sunday, in which case, if we do a Sunday, we'll have to keep in mind those pay-per-views, because once those pay-per-views hit, that's automatically going to bump the cat, because we'll have a new slew of reaction videos in. I think there's only one reaction video, and that's the Nia Jackson Asuka match that I don't have up. And of course, who did Roman Reigns fight? Oh yeah, it was Jinder Mahal. And I was like, Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns? Nobody really wants to see that. Shoots, even a fan of either one of them would want to see that. Say, as everybody knows, I hate Roman Reigns to begin with, so. Alright, so there is our not-so-abbreviated update on streaming. I don't mind that I was talking for quite a bit because it actually rests the clicker hand here. And yeah, that's what's going on tonight. If I were to try and play, I don't know if I'd really be able to do very well at all, because yeah, when you're clicking hands out or you're clicking arms out, that isn't really a good thing. I'll sleep on it tomorrow. I'm going to have to do some work. And it seems to me that Heather's calling, so I'm going to cut this right here. I will tell you, though, that we do have a new Cooked to Death episode coming. I'm going to try and get you one of these, maybe. I don't know. I can't guarantee once a month, but I'm going to get them a little bit more periodically, because my first one took me over a year to render. I feel really bad about that, because it should have came a lot earlier. But got a second one here. I almost did one for the primary, but cooked last night, just because everybody's so scared of cooking it, and it's really so easy to do. But I'll get you one of those for the future, maybe in time for the holidays. Anyway, this is Dethaddr at the Death Shop, saying I will catch you later. Next stream, gonna be tomorrow, hopefully. We're talking, we need to do the cat, so the cat's gonna get done tomorrow. Cassandra, Skyrim Cassandra will be tomorrow. I do apologize for putting her off a night, because I really hate the fact that she has really gotten the shaft this year, but it has been a crazy year. I've never felt like I've been stretched so many directions. But the thing is that even so, I don't feel bad at all about streaming. I mean, I've read some articles lately about people going crazy about their streams and stuff and like killing each other. I do this because I have fun, and I'm hoping that it brings some entertainment to some people out there. So if it does, I thank you very much. You know, comment down below. Tell me, hey, it's cool. I love the stuff that you do, you know, or I hate the stuff that you do. Hey, it works too, you know. Constructive criticism is always good. But do remember that if you're going to be a jerk about it, I'm going to act in kindly to you, and I'll drop that ban hammer on you. But most of the time, I'll just ignore you, especially if I'm in stream, you know, because truthfully, it doesn't really affect me, and the only person you're hurting when you do that sort of stuff is yourself. And the only reason why you might be getting mad right now at me saying that is because it's the truth, and you can't change the truth. And as Big Cass and Enzo Amore used to say when they were together, and you can't teach that. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this. Have a good night, folks. Stay safe out there. Remember, treat your body well. You're going to get friggin' tennis elbow just like me. Not be able to do a stream on Saturday like you wanted to. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put everything on and go outside and pick berries. Because they need to be picked. Have a good night, folks. I will catch you later. Dethaddr signing off.